Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Malys. We're on our second map. Expecting things to ramp up in difficulty from here. Maybe we'll even try like a greater demon, like elite fight perhaps. Quite a ways to go until the boss. I don't know if we'll manage it all in this episode, but we'll see how we do. One thing I've noticed loading back into the game is that I'm sure I ended up on 100 out of 100 again as we came to this new area, but I'm now 80 out of 100, which I think is how I ended the previous boss fight, so that's interesting. There is a heal here. That'd be the worst idea. Okay, so if we did that, what would it look like? Well, we'd do a fight, we'd get a heal, we'd do a greater demon fight, another fight, then a heal, some mysteries, some more elites, and yeah, there's actually no shops on that route at all. So I think I would like to make sure we get a chance to visit some merchants. So we've got card shop. Remind me what that AI is. Oh, curios. Oh, okay. Oh, we would get a curio shop before the end. But there'd be no card shop on that route, which I kind of would like to go to. We've got a bit of money to spend now. Thinking I might not start off with an elite fight. So instead I might go this route, one of these two, doesn't matter which. Do a curio shop, an event, maybe the card shop, a fight, event, couple of elites, curios. There's no heal before the boss on that route is the only thing. Yeah, that card shop does kind of feed into that route. We could always do the curio up there, although I think the curios can be quite powerful. So I could do cards, elite fight, event, curio, fight, heal, event. Don't know. We could choose whether we heal. We'll see how we're doing. We could either heal or do an elite fight, then curios, then in. That might be the best route, actually. I think it's the only way we can kind of do it all. What's up this right-hand path? Yeah, that's just fights, really. Okay, well, let's do this. We'll do card shop first, then we'll go into an elite fight. I was back at Gideon's lavish mansion, standing outside the door once again. I'd walked here from the gates to the entrance to the grounds, all the while wondering if this was indeed the same place I'd visited. It was not, after all, in the same part of the city. How could that be? Mansions didn't up and move, did they? Of course, this particular mansion didn't belong to just anyone. This was the abode of a demon. I hesitated before ringing the bell, wondering if I was mad to even come here, but before I could turn around, the door opened. The aged servant again. "The master awaits you within," he stated. Of course he does. Gideon was waiting in the same sitting room I'd been in before. He sat casually in an overstuffed chair, sipping on a glass. Another glass was on the table, along with a jeweled bottle filled with something amber and strong. "Expecting someone?" I said, noticing how the servant had up and vanished the moment we arrived. Gideon's responding smile was gracious. "A welcome guest," he said, "though his manners evidently need some reminding." He gestured at the chair across from him and the empty glass with a grin. "I'm not your guest," I growled, but despite my better judgment, I did sit. "Thank you." He took a long sip from his glass, closing his eyes as if to savor it. "You have questions?" "This mansion isn't where I found it last time." "Oh, well, that's correct. Staying in any one spot isn't ideal when you're in my situation." "What situation is that?" "Evading the hierarchy. Hell would rather I fell in line, while I'd rather do as I please." A demon on the run from hell. Now that was interesting. "And what pleases me," Gideon continued, "is to engage with mortals for their souls, yes, among other things." He spread his hands, "freely given in exchange for what they deem of equal value. To be perfectly clear." "You're very candid about it." "Well, I believe I should be, considering your vocation." He nodded at my pack, filled with many things that could make his existence difficult. "I don't possess mortals. It's all rather tacky and unpleasant for both parties, but I suspect that distinction is less meaningful to you than what I am." "Which is a demon." "Yes, that's right." "Splendid. Then we have an understanding. I know what you are, you know what I am, and we'll be wary enough as we enjoy each other's company." He grabbed the bottle and poured a small amount into my glass. The smell was potent. "No poison, nothing other than what it appears to be. I'm not so crude in my methods, you see." I was suspicious, but a demon at odds with hell could make for a useful ally, if a dangerous one. Even I had to admit that. So I drank, and we talked about trivial things for a while, like it was afternoon tea. It was strange, but not unpleasant. I'd need to be careful with this one. Cool. A little bit of story developing there, that's cool. Now we have a bit of money. Let's see what we can buy first up. Each coin a soul. This turn, cards cost 1 less. No, I don't know if I like that. 15 damage, draw 1 card and add volatile to it. Each time an upgraded card is played, ally will apply 1 silvered to Noah. So, what does silvered mean? I don't know. I think what I might do is remove a card. It's kind of expensive, but I think it makes sense to kind of focus on like our special cards a bit more. Oh, we've got plenty of ways to get ward, so I think I might get rid of one of my arcane shields for 60. There we go. I didn't really like the sound of any of the ones that were available to buy here. I didn't seem to be able to re-roll them. I don't really want to give him faith. There's no more card shops on this level, so I think we'll just leave. Right, well we have an elite fight. Now this, I haven't done one of these before. I've obviously fought a boss, but not an elite on the map. A 3-story brownstone loomed with empty lots on either side, sticking out like a broken tooth. It was probably decent once, even a little swanky, but now every window was broken, boarded up with plywood, or both. The sole light in the building flickered above its basement door, where a steel-faced woman dug through her coat looking for something.
"Can you help me? I can't seem to find my key."
She looked exhausted, like her anxiety was leading to insomnia, like she was staring down the barrel of a gun waiting for it to go off. I felt a little sorry for her. The key was just lying there at her feet. Strange she hadn't spotted it. I picked up the key. It was heavier than it looked, brass, tarnished to the point of bruised, with surprisingly sharp teeth. She snatched it out of my hand.
"There you are,"
she said, holding the key up to the light before placing it on her tongue and swallowing a jagged metal pill down the hatch. I gaped in disbelief as she gulped it like a baby bird, teeth visibly protruding from under her throat. Then she opened the door, apparently unlocked this whole time, and motioned for me to follow, casually, as if she hadn't just swallowed a cut of solid metal. Despite my reservations, I followed her, the floorboards creaking and cracking under my feet. Inside was a basement apartment, dark and impossibly cluttered. The sense of evil was strong here, crawling across my skin.
"She's been waiting for a priest,"
the woman suddenly announced. Oh. I should change my voice.
"She's been waiting for a priest,"
the woman suddenly announced. Her voice belonged to something else now, stentorian, ancient. It echoed impossibly, ricocheting inside my head like a bullet. Her strange behaviour was now explained. The infernal had taken root within her like a tapeworm. In the dark, I quickly fumbled for the switch. In the light, the full magnitude of the clutter was revealed. Jars, stacks on stacks, piled in corners, crammed in cupboards. They contained thumbtacks, cotton balls, small toys.
"Today she eats dead things,"
the entity inside her whispered, blood in her teeth. It stood facing me by the counter, swaying as if to music, the host's tired, unblinking eyes not on me, not focused anywhere. A single tear ran down the woman's face. Someone was still in there. I had to find her. Alright. Another one. Okay, so this is much like the boss battle. Looks like the health bar isn't quite as long. So we've got to break this before we can actually do damage to her. Cool. Okay. I'll remind myself what this does. So 9 damage per lit candle and extinguish all candles. Well... do I want to do that? I want to get my believer going, I think. I can't do all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd be 1 short. Thinking about the holy water. But I could maybe... yeah, I could maybe play that, though. Well, no, I probably want to play that, don't I? Yeah. Okay, so let's... burn that. Burn that. Don't think the order matters particularly, so let's just do that now. Boing. 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 Like.
I'm here. I'm with you.
Okay, so we don't know what this demon's going to be doing. But we have got some armor. Yeah, it attacked for, what, 11? Okay. Apply Wrath. I do have the Holy Water this time. Yeah, let's get rid of that, because that'll just make it cheaper for next time. We want to get the... Think about this. Let's burn a shield. Play the Holy Water. Should I play it on myself? No, I think I want the damage over time stacking on him. We'll get the opportunity to heal later. Okay, so I can't play all of these, obviously. I could maybe just apply the Wrath to myself, but I probably should apply the Ward. Yeah. Okay, let's burn both these. Apply some Ward, which again will get us more toughen coming in, even if we don't get attacked. Which we did. Okay, Holy Water. Well, 2 Holy Waters. Probably don't need both. So what? Okay, so what I might do then? Let's burn the Holy Water. Let's give ourselves Ward with this card, and then that'll put that Holy Water back on my top of my pile for next turn. 18 seems like enough. The rest are just basic, aren't they? So let's do that. Let's apply the Holy Water to the enemy. And I think I'll burn the shield and we'll do the damage. Okay, so we should have the Holy Water again if I've done that correctly. I haven't, so I don't know quite. I think I don't understand how that card works. Okay, but that's fine. What's this one? Oh, for every... As I don't have Holy Water. I suppose I could maybe stack up some shield, couldn't I? Yeah, so let's do that. Let's play... yeah, this one. Burn you. Burn you. Even if we don't get attacked, that should stay, and I guess we'll just burn you. Okay, that's cool. Again with the 2 Holy Waters in hand, so... and move the last card played or discarded to the top of your draw pile. It definitely didn't put the Holy Water there, did it? Okay. Well, we definitely want to play the Holy Water. Can I play both? 1, 2, 1... Oh. I got 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. We actually can play both. So I have some ward up. Okay, so let's do that then. Let's just play both our Holy Waters on this thing. Even when it changes phase, it seems to remain, so... some more Holy Water. Did some toughen. Okay. Right. So basic cards. I'll take a Wrath.
This is the hour of our our dread.
Now what I could do is all 3 of these and then hit the Litany of Ending. It would mean that I didn't have any block. Well, let's see what happens. I could do it now. Well, I couldn't do both, could I? Okay, so let's do that. 30 damage.
And cast into the wind. Tell me your name, demon.
Liaison the Devourer. Ooh, hello. It's going to buff itself. That's fine. I don't have any... Oh, we actually get another turn. That's cool. Got to remember that once we reveal it, we actually can act again. So we did the right thing. Wondering if I should put some heal on myself. Right, so he's gonna block for... I think that the damage over time should, you know, largely take care of that, to be honest. So I don't need to do that unless I could get the... I don't have the one that gives me Fortify, do I? So I think we'll just burn that. We'll burn that. Yeah, I think at this point I'm going to put it on myself, so I'll get a bit of healing on there. Maybe I just light all the candles. Do I want to do the 10 damage? I might as well... Tell you what, I might as well get it in now before he armors up. Okay, it's going to hit for 16 this time. So I think what I want to do is get that for 2, then play at least one of these cards. That should be enough. I need 3. Okay, let's burn 3 to begin with. Let me do the Fortify. We'll shield up. I'm not sure there's... there probably is point doing damage, I suppose. Yeah, okay, so let's burn both of these, and then we'll do 20 damage to them.
Come to our aid and drive out the evil before us.
I don't know why I bothered with the Fortify, to be honest, but it does give us a little bit. He's actually going to buff himself, it looks like. Okay, probably another toughen thing. What do we have? Holy Water might be good. So I don't need the ward this turn. Play it. No, tell you what, play it to him again. Keep that up. And then maybe, well... Yeah, it's better to play 2 of these and then the Litany card, because then we'll get the benefit of both attacks.
Watchers, those who stand in the shadows.
Okay, so he's going to armor up again. So we don't need that. We don't need to armor, so we can safely burn all those. I'm just what? Do I apply it to myself again? Get another 6 healing, maybe. Yeah. And I think I'll just play the damage card. We'll burn that. so that's actually going to remain, which sucks a bit. But we got the damage over time going on. And we're healing, so there's no real rush, to be honest. I probably don't need to fortify because, we'll shield for the damage, but it's not going to really hang around. So this is actually going to cover the whole attack, isn't it? 20, there we go. So we could Holy Water again. Probably, yeah, we can't do both though, so we'll get rid of one. Put it on him again. I mean, I will do the damage because the damage over time still has to eat through his shield, so... Okay, how are we doing? What's he doing? He's gonna buff himself. Okay. I don't need to ward. I won't get rid of this card because it's like loads of ward for like one cost, but equally I don't think I really understand how this works because it doesn't seem to work. Okay, so what do we want to do here? We want to... well... just attack, I suppose, really. So probably... let's power up 3 candles. Do that. Oh, he's dead. Okay, well, that was easy. Expelliarmus! Oh, we got another phase. Okay. Well, that's fine. We're doing alright. What's he doing? He's still buffing himself. He's still got the damage over time going. I wouldn't mind putting a bit extra heal on myself, to be honest. We can burn the shield cards. Yeah, I think all I'll do is we'll burn those and then we'll hit him for 10. His block's going to be quite powerful. We might want to try and finish him here. We got the litany, so that's fine. Let's just burn a couple of things. Doesn't really matter what. And we're going to hit him for 30.
Be gone, creature of hell.
Okay, well we already said no to this at the shop. Begone demon. Discard up to 2 random cards in your hand. For each card discarded, deal 1 damage. That doesn't seem very good. I mean, there might be a build around discarding cards and drawing new ones. I've seen a little suggestion that might be the case. But this isn't that deck, so I don't think I'll take that. Deal 3 lights. That is... it's basically 3 damage or 3 heal for 1. I mean, I've already got the Holy Water, but that is quite expensive, I guess. Okay, well, we'll add that. The fact that it could also do damage, if we have no other damage cards in hand, that could be fine. Alright, well, that was good. Let's go to the event. Unknown event. On the street. I roamed through the city's streets, unsure of everything but the idea that I'd know what I truly needed when I stumbled across it. Some might call that faith. I call it the result of poor planning. I received offers from the occasional local. Come to their shop not far away, they said, or how about a little something to take the edge off? I refused each one. The hollow, furtive looks in their eyes told me it's for the best. I kept walking. It wasn't long before I took a turn into a part of the city that felt even more lonely, if that's possible, where the shadows stretched further, reached out with grasping arms. And that's where I received yet another insincere offer, a good time made by a young woman in cracked makeup, wearing far too little for the chill in the air. Her teeth chattered as she attempted and failed, something approaching a friendly smile. She knew a motel, cheap, quick. I almost turned her down flat when I noticed her eyes. They were dim and hopeless, crushed by a life she never wanted but couldn't escape. "Come with me," I said. I didn't go to her motel. Instead, I brought her to an old-style coffee diner. No one else was inside, save for the grizzled owner, whose alarmed look I waved aside. When I motioned to a table, she suddenly grew suspicious. "Hey," she protested, albeit feebly. "I don't know what you're on about, but my time ain't free and it ain't cheap." "I know." She reluctantly sat, and then we shared a meal. On me. She warmed her hands on the coffee cup and bit into the juicy burger like she hadn't eaten in days. Her suspicion slowly melted and we talked, haltingly at first, but then like old friends. I'm not much for chat, but she ate it up more hungrily than she did the burger. Her name's Nora, I learn. She wanted to be a stewardess. She has a kid. I didn't ask for anything from her. When we parted, she smiled once, for real, and the grasping shadows leave her be. Oh, nice. Okay, well, we don't need the will, so let's take some more faith. That's cool. We have another card shop. That kind of locks us into going up this route, as does the fight. So I'm tempted to do the other event and then go to the curio shop, I think. Just take it. In a city like this, there was always an underground market for the occult. Books that certain dealers looked for and knew to treat with special care. Artifacts that made their way into the right hands. Legitimate relics available at the right price. One only needed to ask around in the right places. And I knew where to find such places, so it didn't take long for me to get a line on an informant willing to sell an occult item of interest. It was a bit more surprising to find the address of an informant at a rather well-to-do apartment building. Still, stranger things had happened. I rang up, wondering if this was going to end up a dead lead after all. The voice of a nervous young man buzzed me in, and when I walked up the stairs, the apartment door was open. The young man stood inside looking out of place next to the swank interior. He carried a worn duffel bag and paced around the living room as if too worried to sit down on the plush sofa in his track pants. You the buyer?" he said immediately as I entered the room. His manner told me this wasn't something he did often. "I might be," I said, "depending on what you have and whether it's real." "Oh, it's real, all right," he muttered. The young man wiped the sweat off his forehead, and I decided I'd misjudged him. What I'd taken for nervousness or jitters was actually fear. I reached for the duffel bag, but he pulled it away instinctively. "You know how to handle stuff like this? It's dangerous." I showed him my own pack, opening it enough so he could see the assortment of artifacts inside. "I do," I said. He seemed relieved. "Then take it." "Take it? You don't want to discuss price, or...?" He pushed the duffel bag into my hands. Take it and go, I don't want it no more." "You sure?" This felt odd, and I began to wonder if I did need to inspect this artifact first. "It's giving me nightmares. It talks to me, I think. Or maybe I'm going crazy, I don't know. Either way, it's your problem now, right?" With that, the nervous young man all but pushed me out of the apartment door, duffel bag in hand, and closed it behind me. I wasn't about to question it, but I thought it might not be a bad idea to take a look at what I'd just been given. Okay, Divine Spark. When a volatile card is burnt, also deal 5 to a random enemy. I don't see any reason to skip it. I don't think I might be limited in slots. If it asks me to drop anything else, I'll refuse it, but I didn't really see any reason to refuse it. As far as I know, I'm unlimited in the amount of artifacts I can have. But we're going to go to the curio shop now. I found myself in the smoky, dimly lit nightclub I'd visited once before. Similar to the last time, I was certain I hadn't sorted out. It had invited me inside, not in a friendly way, but with an air of wary appraisal, like I might be something chewed up, used, and spat out. I also realized something else. This was nowhere near where I'd found the club the last time. It couldn't be, not unless it could transport me across half the city. If it could do that. But it wasn't all about but it wasn't at all the club doing these things, was it? Lydia was waiting for me inside, although her air of nonchalance as she smoked her long cigarette holder made it seem as if she wasn't. I knew better, however. There was a hunger in her eyes, a need that was almost unmistakable. "This place is like Gideon's mansion, isn't it?" I asked. "It moves around, that's why it isn't where it was the last time." She took another long drag, her expression turning dark. "Of course you've met him. I should have realized he'd be sniffing around you by now." "I take it that's a problem?" "What's important," she said, ignoring the question, "is that you're here." To help you, yeah, I remember what you said." "To help each other," Lydia corrected me. She took another long drag on her cigarette holder. Then, as if coming to a decision, she sat and gestured to the seat across from her. I sat, but didn't intend to stay for long. "You're hunting Malys," she said. It wasn't a question. "That's why you came to this city, yeah?" I made no reply. "You've only just arrived," she continued. "You barely know what's in store for you." "How do you know all this?" She rolled her eyes, languidly blowing cigarette smoke in a long plume until it joined the haze of the club. I found it mesmerizing to watch, somehow. "A little bird told me," she finally answered. "Lots of little birds in this city, you see. That's how I survive. I'd warn you away from the devil you seek for the sake of your own survival, but I doubt you'd listen to me." "You're right about that," I smiled. "Then let me tell you this." She leaned in close, her eyes sharp with intent. "The devil lies at the heart of this city. You only need to keep going and eventually you'll reach its lair. The trick," and here she leaned back in her seat, "will be to live long enough to see it." I considered. "That's it? Nothing more specific?" "That's it." I could tell she knew far more than she was saying, just as I could tell she had no intention of telling me the rest. At least not yet. "Thank you," I said, and joined her in a drink before moving on. Okay. Gain 15 ward at the beginning of each exorcism phase. That seems pretty good. Every 5 times a demon takes indirect damage, e.g. from Silverdoor Glow, gain a wrath. Well, yes, because that's our main mode of attack. Deals any damage to self as damage to demon as well. I'm not taking a huge amount of damage because of how much ward I have, but the route sounds great. I mean, I'm even wondering if there's much point in this, because I'm not really having much trouble sort of stacking ward when I need it. But yeah, every 5 times we're doing damage anyway, like we do, we're gaining wrath. Brilliant, we'll take that. I could afford the other one, but let's save it for now. I don't think I need that other one. Let's go to a fight. Follow me. I slowed my bike and pulled over by an entrance to a grim-looking alley. No reason, really. Yet I felt ill at ease. I knew something was going to happen here, even if I didn't feel the normal sensation of the infernal. How long I waited, engine still running, I couldn't be quite sure. I started to wonder if I was fooling myself. There were enough real things in this city, evil and dangerous alike. Did I really have to start conjuring imaginary ones? The moment I heard someone running towards me, I was prepared for anything. The man who ran out stopped suddenly, staring at me in shock. It took me asking twice before he finally responded.
"My daughter,"
he said numbly.
"I had to leave her alone, but she needs help. There's something inside her and it's taken over. You can help her, can't you?"
He said the last in wonder, as if the idea of running out into the night and finding the exact person you needed was absolute madness to even consider. Yet I didn't think it was mad at all. "Take me to her," I said, and he did. The battle was about to begin. Headless. Okay. Head applies 1 wrath to the demon. Each time Noah deals unblocked damage to the demon, wrath increases the demon's damage. So the more we hit him, the tougher he's getting. I wonder if the damage over time counts. I'm guessing it probably does. Now we're taking quite a heavy hit already. I don't have my little ally here. So I could get... Oh, apply 25 ward? Yeah, I think I'll do that. Or I could do 29 ward and 2 toughen, which I think might be even better. Ow. Why did I... I don't understand. There's a hidden mechanic, I think, that is changing the values of these cards sometimes. Like, how would I even play that without, like, having a torch lit? I don't know. But I might want to do both of these. I don't think Fortify will matter, because he's going to hit me hard. Let's burn that. Let's play that. Toughen first, because then when I play this other one, that'll be better. I might want to do some damage to him. I don't think I need the heal right now. We're pretty close to full. But let's do that, so we can cover all the damage. And I think we'll hit him as well.
Stand in the morning light.
I guess a tactic could be to target the ally first, but he's only got, well, 57 health now. I don't think I need to worry too much about that. I've got the litany now, so I could do you know, quite a lot of damage to him already. My believer, okay, he's doing 15 damage. We definitely want to play that, I think. Tell you what, let's get rid of that one for now. Basic damage. I'm not going to have enough to play the Holy Water as well. Probably not the Believer either, but let's start with this. Okay, he's doing 33 damage now. Okay, well, we'll burn that. We'll burn that. And I'll play that and block some of it, I guess. Okay, I think we've got a heal coming up fairly soon after this, so it should be okay. Yeah, he's shielding now, so this is a good time to do an attack, I think. Maybe not the holy... Not the... We don't need the ward, so we can get rid of that. Wrath is a possibility. How much damage can I actually do? We could do 13. That'll be more like 14 after we play that. Can't do the Holy Water. Can I do the Holy Water as well as some of this stuff? Okay, well, we're not going to do that. Yeah, I could do the Wrath and the Holy Water. Yeah, okay. Do I heal myself or do I hit him? I think we'll hit him. Try and burn through. I mean, he's... Yeah. He's a tough customer. Alright, so he's going to hit me for 30 now, unless we can finish him off. Can I do 21? I think I can, because we got this. So as long as I can light 3 shields. I don't have the light, unfortunately, so I can't... There's no point even using the Holy Water on myself. Ooh, maybe I didn't need to do that. But anyway, I think you're dead.
Leave this innocent and be gone.
That was a tougher fight than the Elite, honestly. Just the amount of damage output it had. Deal 3 damage. Did I take the volatile one? I did. Okay, you only take the 5 damage if it's burned. Well, now what does this do? But if I have a lot of shield, I mean, maybe that'd be worth doing. Deal 3 light. If 4 or more candles... Yeah, this is the one. I still don't understand this 4 or more candles mechanic. I haven't seen anything yet that suggests I can get more. And then once it's at 3, I can't even burn more cards, so... That seems dumb. Yeah, I don't want that card. I'm thinking about this one, though. Deal 13 damage. Apply 1 vulnerable. That is good. And you don't take the damage if you play it, but also if you burn it, I can deal damage to a random enemy. I think that's good. Seems like a lot of damage, and hopefully we can do a bit of healing now. Should have quite a bit of faith. This time I found Angel almost immediately. They waited at the alley entrance, arms folded across their chest and tapping a foot almost impatiently. I noticed, not for the first time, that Angel's feet were perfectly clean, despite walking around barefoot. It made me wonder, is Angel actually barefoot? Does a celestial skin simply slough off dust and dirt? Or am I merely supposed to think they're barefoot? You have business with me, yes? They demanded with their usual imperious tone. I wanted to answer, but no, I suspected I wouldn't much like the answer. I wanted to ask, but I suspect I wouldn't much like the answer. Okay, so we want to heal. What can he do for us? 20 for 55 actually sounds pretty good. Still haven't upgraded any cards. But, hey. I feel like our cards are doing pretty well for us, to be honest. I mean, maybe they could do better, but... I might gain some will here. If I do, maybe I'll try to upgrade a card at the next Angel. The end is nigh. A wild-eyed young man with a shabby sandwich board and a Bible marked with tabs stood on the street corner, preaching about the end of the world. It wasn't just coming. Apparently it was here. "Do you feel it, friends?" he cried. "Do you feel the end?" Passers-by did their best to ignore him.
That feeling, that dread you feel right now when you're confronted with the truth, it's fear.
Against my better judgment, I decided to engage with this kid.
Fear of what?
I asked him. The kid turned to face me and smiled. I was giving him attention. Clearly, this was why he was out here.
It's the fear you felt when you first entered into this world, mister. A fear you don't remember, but always carry with you.
He was pacing now, but still looking directly at me. I could see his thoughts forming in real time. It was like a physical reaction between a brain and a reality at odds with one another.
Your possessions gone. Your loved ones dead. Your accomplishments worthless.
He spit on the pavement.
Fear is the only thing we have now.
I'm not afraid, I said. He stepped back, then lurched forward like he was going to tackle me, stopping short, trying to get me to flinch.
If you don't even have fear, then you have nothing then. You're lost.
He hissed.
There's no saving you.
He opened a page from his Bible and started mouthing the words of a passage he was reading to himself. I walked away, regretting ever talking to the kid. Oh, penalty. Choose a card. Well, this sucks. It wasn't like multiple choice or anything. Alright, what have we got? Sacrifice 10 will. Consume. Volatile. So it would actually do 15 damage to us, but we would do 5 damage back. 2 restrain. Draw 2 less cards at the start of turn. Removes a stack at the end of your turn. Oh god, that sucks. Vulnerable sucks. Oh, I don't like any of these. 3 doubt. Where am I getting silvered from? Gain 3 doubt. Doesn't say anything about silvered on the card. Oh, I mean, of these, maybe this one, but I'll end up burning it anyway rather than playing it, but that's pretty sucky. Honestly. And there's no real point going to Angel unless we just want to avoid the fight, but I don't think avoiding the fight is necessarily the right move. We might get enough stuff to buy another artifact before we go into the boss fight. Closed. It's just a bookstore. I'd repeated it to myself 3 times already, but I felt no more convinced now than when I walked up to the place. The lights were off, the yellowed sign on the door was turned to closed, but somehow I knew it would be unlocked. I didn't want to test my theory, I didn't want to go inside. I could feel the evil slithering around the shadows within like a nightmare-made form, and it was all I could do to keep from turning around and walking away as quickly as I could. Any sane man would do so. I guess I'm not a sane man, am I? I said it to myself with a chuckle, more to lighten the oppressive air that threatened to smother me the moment I pulled the door open. It didn't help.
The shop is closed.
I heard the voice before I saw anyone, a woman's voice, sharp and brittle. I realized that she must be standing there in the dark, watching me. The little light that came in from the street showed rows of books on the shelves, stacks and piles of them, haphazardly placed and covered with layers and layers of dust. I searched for a sign of her. She must be nearby. Hello?
I said the shop is closed.
The woman behind the voice approached now. I saw her eyes first, reflecting light like a cat's, peering out from the shadows and filled with venom. Then she entered the light. An old woman, withered like the demon within had sucked out everything vital, and yet continued to devour what remained. Everything about her screamed hate, like she was about to leap and snarl, but she stayed where she was, stock still. There was someone inside her, screaming for help, faint, but I could still make it out. I opened my pack and gathered my resolve. I'm not here to shop, I said. Okay, this one actually does have 5 pips on its health bar before we even get into phase, like this damage phase, so that's not great. Don't know what it's going to do. I think we'll get my believer out if we can. I don't need the healing. 3 damage isn't really worth it. Deal 16 damage, apply 1 vulnerable. I mean, that seems worth it. We'll hang on to that for a sec. I can't play all of this stuff. I'm not going to play the litany now, I don't think. That's probably too expensive. Okay, so let's get my believer out.
Don't scare me.
Do I want to shield? Do I want to shield up this time, or do I want to deal the damage? We're going to burn that regardless. I'm at full health. You know what? I'm going to deal the damage. Boom, 16 health, and we'll burn that. Is he going to hit me? No, he shielded up. Okay, well that was a good gamble. Anyway, he's going to keep his shield up for a while. Okay, oh god, this card. Well, I will. Targeted attacks to miss. Actually, you know what? Let's just not do targeted attacks. Fine. I'll take the doubt. We'll consume the card, so that's it for that. That's fine. We're just going to apply the holy water. So we actually get rid of all the damage cards because they're pointless. I'm going to play the holy water on you. Yeah, we'll burn that. We'll play this and get an extra toughen from our ally. Okay, it's getting quite a lot of stuff going there. Have I got another holy water? I do. Still got my thing on. I don't want that, like, hitting me by accident too. Any targeted attacks will just... Oh, I forgot about that. We'll just burn this time. More holy water. Yeah, I think we'll burn both these. We'll play that because it's worth slightly more ward, just in case we get hit. Yeah, he's just shielding up in a big way. Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll keep stacking holy water. One more turn of doubt, so we're going to burn any sort of direct attacks. This isn't a direct attack? Could I play... I could play that and the holy water. We want to do it in the right order. No, it doesn't actually matter. We can do both. Okay, let's do the damage first then.
Cast out this infernal infestation.
Ooh, okay, we took a big hit. That's a shame. I mean, yeah, it's very difficult to know what they're going to do, isn't it? Doesn't have shield currently, so it could be a good time to... And I don't have the doubt anymore, so it could be a good time to get an attack. It'd be nice to shield up as well, possibly. Let's burn that. Probably burn that. I think I play this. Yeah, okay. There we go. Okay. Well, we don't need a lot to move them into the next phase, so maybe we'll do that. Okay, well, let's burn that. Might take the healing now, actually. Don't need that now. It's a bit extra. I'm not sure how this works, so let's gain a ward now. In case that procs and gives us an extra toughen. Then I guess we'll burn that. Burn that. Play that.
Call upon the ancient powers who lie dormant. Reveal your true name.
Bishak. Okay. What have we got here? Memory deals damage to self each turn. If it dies, it will add 3 wrath to the demon. It's got 2 of those. It's got a lot of health. Damage over time is probably still the best approach, even though it's going to... Yeah. We're on a bit of a clock, but I think we'll continue with the damage over time and that burn card as and when we can do it. There's no point playing that. I think we'll illuminate again, get a little bit of heal on there.
Against the most ancient of evils.
I want to play that. I can't do everything. We don't need to ward, so we'll get rid of that. Don't think we're going to have enough to play that. Let's Holy Water again on you. And I guess we'll do the damage.
Arcane might, aid me in the battle against the shadows.
Summon a minion. Okay, interesting. Haven't seen that before. Well, he's not attacking me, so I guess again we kind of go in with the Holy Water. I've also got the Burning, so that seems a good one to play. Let's get rid of you. Let's play you. I want the Wrath, maybe, although I actually don't want to deal the damage to the enemies. We need to keep them alive for as long as possible, really. What have I got? I've got 1. Just keep stacking this, I guess. And we'll burn that. Oh damn, why did it do so much damage? Why did it do so much damage to itself that time? Ooh, interesting. Let's summon another minion. And we're getting his health down, honestly. No more Holy Water here. I'm not sure if that Wrath's a good idea, to be honest. Maybe we just attack. Maybe get some ward going. Oh no, I want to play that. Okay, well let's just be a bit more cautious about this. Do that. We're gonna... That's worth playing, but I can't play it now, so I don't know why. I don't know why these cards are buffed, and then sometimes, when you play a card to be able to play them, they drop back down. I don't get why that is. I'll be completely honest. The only thing that occurs to me is that first value is showing what it costs, or what you get from it with all the buffs added. Well, this is going to stay, so I think... no, actually, we'll do damage. This guy is going to get really strong once these minions die off, so... They're going to die now? Yeah, these ones are dying now. Shit. Okay. He's actually going to shield up. So we might be quite good to do a big whack of damage to him this time. First of all, I think I'll take another heal.
Aid the innocent. Give them the strength they need to endure.
I think it's... Okay, well I don't need to do anything with ward, so let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. I'm going to burn. Yeah, it might be better to do the direct damage actually this time.
The darkness. Let them repel the foul invader.
Yeah, so he's probably going to come in with a massive attack now, I would guess. I think none of these are dead yet. Oh, he's dead. Expel. Right, now we're in another phase. Okay. Right, what are you doing? He's... Attack all minions. Oh. Oh, is that what is that what he's been doing? Killing them himself? To power himself up? Maybe. We do still have some glow on him. We're not getting attacked, so let's just get rid of that. Play the burn. Yeah, so let's do that. Take another heal.
Glorious Lord of Heaven above, hear my prayer. Defend us against the spirits of wickedness in this world of darkness.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, he's basically dead, so... I don't have my heal card, unfortunately. We didn't need to do that. Just hit him.
Festus, no.
Draw 3 cards. Apply Pocket to 1 card in hand until it is played. End your turn. That's pretty good. I kind of like that, actually. So you can kind of have a greater chance of getting a card you want to play on the next turn. Deal 3... Oh, yeah, we still have this. Tell me your secrets. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still another heal card, so... Yeah. Ally would deal 3 damage to demon at the start of your turn. Stacks as an additional attack. Consume. Okay, yeah, I don't see a downside to that card. This one's pretty good. Yeah, let's power up our ally as we have one. We don't have a lot of cash. There might be enough for an artifact of some kind, though. When I walked into Lydia's nightclub, I was startled to see her arguing with a man. Angry, animated gestures, smoking her cigarette and then belligerently exhaling into his face. The moment he noticed me, he turned on his heel and departed. I tried to recall what he looked like, but failed. She, however, looked annoyed. Whether at me or his departure, I couldn't tell. "Who was that?" I asked. "Nobody that need concern you," she responded. She lit another cigarette, or tried to. Her lighter flicked and flicked ineffectively, and finally she swore. I took the lighter from her hand, gently, as she was initially reluctant to give it up. When she relented, I lit her cigarette and the tension eased considerably. "Go find something to occupy yourself with," she said. "I'll find you when I'm done here." I found an old dartboard near the back, of all things. The darts were rusty, as were my throwing skills. Fortunately, nobody offered to play me. I was relieved when Lydia finally came to get me, eager to have our business over with, much as she was eager to have me gone. Okay, well, I can only inform one. Oath and Pact now affect healing as well as damage. I don't have either of those things, so I might as well hang on to my cash. Don't have silvered. This would have given me silvered. I guess we just leave. No point wasting my money on something I can't use. So 84 health, not ideal. Let's see what the boss brings. Rotten to the core. As I left the strip behind me and into the inner core, I noticed a shift in the city around me. The lights were brighter here and the buildings taller, yet it somehow seemed more desolate, more lonely. Even riding my bike, I could hear the wind whistling through the alleyways. The few people I saw shambling along the streets did so furtively. The sense of danger was everywhere. And then I felt it. A presence. As strong an infernal power as perhaps any I'd met in the city so far. I slowed the bike to a stop. There was no traffic to block here anyhow. The streets were quiet. I listened. Even over the rumbling of the idling motorcycle I heard it, a sing-song whispering that carried over the winds.
Oh, here we are, the flies can see it true. The exorcist has come to play. Oh, here we are, now what am I to do?
I looked around and finally saw him, a young man lurking in a nearby alley, squatting down in the darkness. His eyes glittered with malevolence. I got off my bike and warily walked towards him. He was the source of the infernal presence, it was clear. A host subsumed by a demon as powerful as the one that guarded the strip, and I doubted this one would let me pass any more easily than the last. Yet, when I got to the alley, he was gone.
I know what it is you seek. I know it lies ahead. Yet I know you'll never reach it. As soon you will be dead.
The sing-song voice came from above. When I looked, there he was, scuttling along the wall like a spider or a fly.
Come down and face me if you're so certain, I commanded.
It giggled. A sound that was high and shrill and which made my skin crawl. The stench of rot and decay assaulted me as it scuttled down and came to roost on a nearby bin. The young man's skin was mottled with disease and weeping sores. His eyes were a blank white, no pupils at all, and they blinked rapidly in a manner that was almost more unsettling than anything else.
The boy is mine, I took him, when the light forsook him.
The smell was getting worse. I needed to end this now.
We'll see about that, I swore.
Yeah, so he's got a little extra health bar at the top, so it's going to take a little longer to bring him down. Obviously, we don't know what he's going to be doing to us. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. It's too expensive to play this turn. I think we'll get our ally going. Yeah. Probably won't even do an attack this turn. Let's get her up there. And then I think the best thing is to shield. Probably can only do it once, but it's something. Get her benefit. They hit me. But look, I think we covered it all actually, so that's pretty good. 3 doubt. Yeah, sure. Get rid. So I want to play this. I want to play this. The heal would be nice. We can do all of that. That will be all we can do. But we can do all of that. I've got the doubt, so I'm even wondering if it's worth playing this. It's only a... what is it? It's a 30% chance to miss. The alternative is that I can... Okay, well let's change tack then. Let's actually... I'll take damage if I burn this. So let's play it. Yeah, we hit him, so that's good. I think I shield. Just in case. Yep. I think that got consumed, that card, didn't it? But that's fine. She's still doing a bit of extra damage. I think we want to get the holy water going, but I can only do one. Could get a Wrath going. Or might be better to get the ward. Again, I think we just play cautiously until we actually know what he's going to be doing. 2 turns, he's attacked us both times so far. Yep. Getting there. Wouldn't mind another holy water, don't have it. I could Burning Gaze him perhaps. I still have another 10 of doubt is the only thing there. Let's keep that going. Get rid of the basic direct attacks. Don't expect I'll be using those either way. I think we heal. Let's take the risk on this. Yeah, it hit, so that was good. Then I think we'll shield up again. Yeah, he's attacked us every time so far, so we've got to keep that in mind. We're starting to run out of holy water on him. I think I'll play that. It's better than playing the basic one. So... we'll get rid of the basic attack. I'd like to charge up a Holy Water. I know there's one I won't be able to play. I think I'll just burn both of these. Well, actually, sure, what he did that turn, oh, he gave himself Wrath, I think. Well, I don't have Doubt now, so that's probably a good shot. This one. Oop, that's not the one. Now, do I keep hold of these cards? I can't remember. Just in case not, let's play the heal now.
Seek you to deliver us from this infernal spirit, this thing of wickedness.
And let's burn him.
Your true name.
Yeah, I think it ditches our hand. Balzabuth. He's hitting? No, well, he was. What's he doing now? He's gonna debuff me. Okay. So what can we do? We've got the Burning Gaze. I think we'll continue to play that. I think we burn that because it's too expensive. He's going to debuff us. It doesn't scream attack, does it? So... Holy Water. We'll burn you. Let's go. Gain 2 dows, which extinguishes all lit candles at the end of your turn and removes a stack. For each stack of Balzabuth's verse, I've got... you accumulate, increases the likelihood that you will gain an extra curio at the end of this exorcism. I think we could work around that. Yeah, I'll take a chance of getting an extra curio. Sure, why not? We'll just make sure we use all our candles. Let's see, what's he doing? So he's hitting us for 30. Oh god, that's a big attack. We're going to put all our stuff into actually gaining some defense here then. I don't think we're going to need the Fortify, because there's so much coming in. 22 ward. Yeah. So we've actually... Oh no. Yeah, he's got a lot more than that coming in. Okay, we're going to burn that, and we'll apply another one of that. 60. Okay, so that's actually going to cover 3 of his attacks. But yeah, we can take quite a bit of damage on this one, obviously. He's going to debuff us again, by the look of it. Ah, we've got this thing where we're doing less damage. So I think the Holy Water is the way to go there, then, isn't it? We'll get rid of all the damage cards as their weak source this turn. Don't really want to discard that one, is the only thing. If I... yeah, again, that's only doing 5 damage per candle, so it's no great shakes, is it? So let's keep applying the damage on. I'm gonna hit him with the burning attack, I think, anyway. Otherwise, I'll take the damage. So it's still 8 damage. So this is going to extinguish anyway. So I don't really see the need to play it. I'll take another one of these. Yeah, I can totally work around the downside of this card. Free Holy Water. What's that done? Why have I got this? When ashed, instead apply Foreglow. Miracle. Volatile. Yeah, I don't quite get what's happened there. To that particular card, I don't know. Don't know. Wow. Okay, this is... Okay, yeah. We need to defend here, so any attack card can get out. Might need to keep the healing. Fortify is not going to be required. But we're going to need to play all 3 of these if I've got any chance of living through this, I think. So obviously, yeah, damn, that's a lot of damage coming in. $66. So yeah, again I could. Yeah, okay. This is pretty rough, to be honest. Ah, god damn. Another one of those, and I'm dead. So might need to. I got quite a lot of glow on him, actually. That's pretty good. But we can maybe do some more direct damage. Not even sure it's worth healing, to be honest. The thing is, that's just gonna... I don't... Okay, if anyone... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why these cards are beefed up at the beginning of a turn, but let's keep on doing the damage to him. We're not being directly attacked, so we can get rid of the ward cards. Might take the toughen, though, that said. Toughen and a heal. I was going to use it to heal, but I did it on hit, but it's not too bad. There's going to... the Holy's going to take away half his health. Wow. Okay, then she's going to attack. He's down to 3 health, so... We should be okay. I'm going to play this card again, though. Oh, I didn't realise that was going to do damage to me. Luckily it didn't kill me. What can I do? What can I do? Okay, this is okay. We can actually kill him with this, so... Damn, there's another... Oh god, there's another... Oh god. $69 damage coming in. Nice. Okay, What can I do? What can I do? Okay, well the Wrath can go. The attack can go. Or is it better to do the attacks? Could I kill him? No, I think we'll... Well... 36... Yeah, nowhere near. So we'll protect up as much as I can. What was that? Why didn't they give me any ward? Oh shit, he's killed me. Damn! Oh, I don't see a way out of this now. We're dead.
Fight, and have always fought against the most ancient of evils.
Yeah, we're dead. Oh well.
No, I'm not done yet.
Cool. Okay, well, this was going to be my last episode of this mini-series anyway, so with that in mind, fine. But we had 22 encounters. We went with the Pale Censer, which I think that was a good choice, honestly. That seemed to work pretty well. Exorcised 8 demons. Defeated 1 boss. 19 cards collected. Okay. I'm kind of interested to see what happens at the end of the hunt. Trying to remember if that, like, really did anything. That's just showing me my deck. Okay, so if I was to do new run, does it unlock anything? Yeah, we had that before. Now I know what this is. That's actually probably the best one to go for, because that's going to be like sort of just... We can make sure that we're healing as we go. Yeah. Okay, well those are the same. So there wasn't really any unlocks there, which is interesting. Usually in a roguelike, you know, if you fail a run, it'll unlock new cards, new artifacts, that sort of thing. Not in this case, but that's okay. Yeah, I quite enjoyed that. That was is interesting mechanics for this sort of thing, I think. Thinking about that last fight, I'm trying to think if there was a way I could have beaten it. I mean, he had so much damage output. I don't think I was increasing. I think he was just increasing it himself, and I just didn't have the defense in the deck. I mean, I had quite a lot, but when he's dealing out like 100 points of damage or whatever it was in one turn. Yeah, and I mean, I may even have been able to survive. But for some reason I got that debuff at the end. That might be my fault for playing his card, because I kind of thought they were all the same. But that last curse card I played did damage to me, and I'll have to watch it again, but maybe that put the defenseless stack on me, and it was that killed me, because I think I probably had enough in my hand at that point to be able to at least survive his attack, if I'd been able to shield up, but I couldn't, and I didn't, so there we go. But this was Malys. As I said, quite enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, and if you've enjoyed this episode, if you could hit that thumbs up button, that'd be fantastic. And a big thank you as well to our channel members. Immensely grateful to you guys for how you're supporting Boring Dad Gaming. And, you know, if anyone else is interested in checking out channel memberships and gaining, amongst other things, early access to the videos that I run in the various series on the channel, yeah, that'd be awesome. But thanks very much, and I hope to see you elsewhere in Boring Dad Gaming for other games and other playthroughs. Bye for now.